Blog Talk Radio.
Paranormal Review Radio.
Everybody, this is Paranormal Review Radio. It is Sunday night, not Friday night, and this is Anthony Agati from Villisca, Iowa.
And Lucy Leaftree, sitting in the Villisca house kitchen.
So we're doing things a little bit different tonight. We are in Villisca, Iowa, and there is hardly any internet service here. Yeah. There's hardly any cell service. So we have asked our good friend Nina to take control over the board back in New York City and help us out with the investigation here, since we weren't able to get the board running at the house itself. But your voices and our voices, obviously, are going to be broadcasted from the home itself. So, Nina, if you're on the line, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
That is Nina. So if there's any questions that you have, she's going to monitor chat, and she's going to let us know, because obviously we can't see what's going on in the chat room, and we can't see the phone calls. So she's going to be our eyes, and she's going to let us know what you guys are hearing, saying, and she'll be able to pick up the phone lines as well, so that we can get you here in the Villisca Axe Murder House. What can I say about this place? Lucy.
So far we've heard little things, scratching. We've gone upstairs. We've got a DVR going. We've got recorders going. And we're just waiting to see what's going to happen.
We drove from Omaha, Nebraska, which is where we were staying, and we drove through Nebraska into Iowa. We got here about 3:30 p.m. today, Central Time. And we actually were able to go to the cemetery and check out the plots of the Moore family and the Stillinger girls. And we paid our respects. Obviously, we wanted to make sure that we showed our respects before coming to the home. So we said a little prayer at the gravesite. And, we took some pictures, which we weren't able to actually post yet, but we'll probably do that tomorrow after we leave the home. And it was a pretty, I think, as Lucy said it, the ride here was scarier than actually the home.
Yeah, it was.
Right now we're standing in the kitchen, or what they call the blue room of the Villisca Axe Murder House. And just on first impression, I can tell you, from watching it first on television and then coming here and seeing it, the home is really small.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Very tiny.
It is very tiny. Obviously television makes things bigger than they appear. But walking in here, it's very claustrophobic, very tight. And they have period pieces in here of the time period of early 1900s. So it's pretty cool to see, a wood-burning stove, an really old wood-burning stove. And they have a table setting here with cups and dishes and other little sort of knickknacks around the room, an old refrigerator I'm looking at right now. And
it's beautifully furnished. There's actually a pump where the sink would be. There's
what was really cool, the first thing I saw when I walked into the kitchen area, was they actually have calendar up to June of 1912, which is when the murders happened. So that was pretty cool to see.
You know what? Okay, contrary to what everybody says, walking into this place, it is so cute. This is like a really cute little house. So far, I'm not feeling a whole lot of negative but nice going on.
Yeah, we tried to do some EVPs earlier, and if we did catch anything, we didn't actually get a chance to review anything yet. But we tried to stir up the house. We met Johnny Hauser here, really great guy,
Johnny's awesome.
really nice guy. He gave us a little mini tour of the house, told us some stories that I think weren't public knowledge.
No.
So we got some little inside info on that, and hopefully maybe we'll be able to share that. But he gave us a tour of the place and basically handed us the keys and left. And we've been here since 4 p.m. Central Time, and we probably will not be leaving until about 5 a.m. So what we're going to do now is, until everybody starts to get a feeling, maybe, and start to hear when we're walking through the home, maybe you'll be able to hear some stuff that we don't hear, and we'd love to hear back from you. So if you can type it in the chat room, that would be great. If you're able to call in and let us know what you heard maybe, that would be great. Or also, too, we're giving everybody the opportunity to actually call in and be a part of this investigation, and we will put you on the air live. I have my speakerphone in my hand right now, and we'll allow you to ask one question. We just ask that you be very respectful in asking that question. You can be, pushy and provocative in regards to demanding a spirit or whatever you want, but we just ask you to refrain from any cursing or any foul language like that. There are kids who were murdered here, so we just also want to pay the respect for that. So let's do a little, even though this is radio, we're going to walk room by room, and we're going to describe everything that we see just so that you sort of get a visual in your mind. And as we are speaking, hopefully something come over the airwaves. So like I said, right now we're standing in the middle of the kitchen. We're actually going to walk now into the parlor room, or as everybody knows it nowadays as the living room. And it's a pretty moderate-sized room. There's a couch in here. There's a bunch of chairs. There are a couple of pictures on the wall of the Moore family, of Josiah, Sarah, and I believe that is the two youngest, which is Arthur Boyd and Paul, I believe. Herman. There's a wood-burning stove in the room, very old-looking, but in pretty good shape. The room itself is in really good shape. There's a piano in the room. This is where we're calling sort of home base. We have all our equipment in bags and stuff here on the floor. And we're also able to, what is that?
Just went up to a 2, not that little one.
The EMF detector?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on to that.
I'm going to carry it with me as we go along.
Okay. Also, too, just to let you guys know, we actually brought some trigger objects. We have brought with us some balls with neon lights in them so that when we have our camera set on it, that if it moves, we're actually able to see it a lot better. We brought a Bible with us. Lucy brought the Cat in the Hat book we're going to read to the kids. And I brought, just to piss the murderer off, I brought some handcuffs. And I'm going to pretend that I'm coming in this house to finally arrest him. And hopefully maybe that'll stir up something.
We also brought some holy water and a Bible. And I sprinkled holy water up in the attic just to see if it will start something. So we'll see.
All right, so I'm going to just not talk for about maybe 20 seconds, and I just want you guys to listen in really closely, and maybe you'll be able to hear something. Okay, we are going to now towards the right area of the parlor or living room. And by the way, there is no electricity in this house. There's no running water. So we're walking in this house pitch black. It is very dark outside, and all the shades are down on the windows. They're all covered. So there's pretty much no light coming in at all. So just want to let everybody know we walked into the first floor small bedroom, which is where Lena and Ina were murdered here. They are the friends of the family that were with the Moore family on that June 9th when they were at the Sunday service. And
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, but we have a caller on the line.
Okay, give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to do the tour a little bit, and then we're going to take calls.
Got it.
All right, thanks. Okay, so this bedroom here is the guest bedroom. This is where Lena and Ina Stillinger stayed, and this is where they were murdered. One little fact that Lena and Ina were the only two victims, this is kind of gruesome, that actually had their heads cut off from the axe. The other members of the family had the bludgeon end of the axe used to just crush the skull. But these two girls, they had their heads actually severed off. And one of the girls, I think it was the older girl, the Stillinger girl, she actually must have woken up because they found defensive wounds on her arm. So that must have been a traumatic sight for her to see. And again, we're in here. There's one bed in here. There's a dresser, actually two dressers, and there's a mirror with a sheet over it. And a sewing machine. And the significance of, obviously, the mirror and the sheet covering is that the murderer did not, I'm assuming, did not want to see himself, or I guess there's some folklore that if a murderer sees himself or that sees his reflection, he is the next person to die. There's no real reason or, I guess, obvious known reason as to why he did it, but it was probably guilt, I think. Didn't want to see himself. So this is the Stillinger girls' room. We're going to now walk upstairs to where most of the activity happens.
Okay, Ian has to come up to 4.4 in the parlor. Temperature 72 degrees. And now it's 0.
Okay. All right, I'm going to bring my recorder upstairs. I'll leave my camera down here. Okay, Lucy, watch this step. Okay, we are walking up to the second floor, and right now we are standing at the foot of Josiah and Sarah's bed. It's a very quick walk up. They are actually right at the top of the stairs.
Whoa. Ian, that's on 2.4.
2.4?
Yeah.
All right.
At the top of the stairs.
Just so you guys know, I did a base reading earlier today, and the highest it ever went was 1.2, and that was when I actually put it towards
the camera.
The air conditioner, which the air conditioner is being run from an outside cord. Because there's no electric in here. Okay, so 2.4. Okay, so we're in the bedroom right now. Not sure if any of you guys out there are sensitive, if you're feeling anything. There's still an axe mark in the wall to the left of the bed of Josiah and Sarah's, the parents, of their bed in the wall. It was left there because there was, that's what Johnny had said, that there was wallpaper put up to cover it, and then when the wallpaper was taken down, they noticed that mark was still there, so it's left there in the wall. Okay? Do you want to go in here first?
Yeah, let's go now.
Okay, I'm walking into the attic right now. Wait. Oh, I better hurt another down there. Okay. Wait, let me put my recorder down because I can't see. Okay. All right, guys. We are going right now into the attic. And the attic is the supposed area where the murderer hung out and stayed on the night of the murders until everyone fell asleep. And you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And just to let everybody know, we actually tried to piss this guy off earlier today. And we put in here a Bible and some holy water because one of the supposed suspects was Reverend Kelly. And if he was of the clergy or of a holy man, it's going to piss him off to see this in here. And so we left it in here, and we told him if he didn't like it to knock it over or push it out. So I'm going to actually chant right now and just tell this little fucking bastard. I know I just cursed and I'm not supposed to, but he pisses me off that he killed children. If you're in here I want you to come out now, state your name, and tell me why you're still here. Why did you kill this family?
I don't believe you're here. Show me. Show us you're here.
Hey everyone, I think we're having some difficulty with their cell phone service. Hold on, I'm going to try and get them back on the line.
Hello, am I on the air?
Yes, Anthony, you're back on with us.
All right.
I think maybe our buddy in the attic might have cut off our phone.
Probably got pissed off, but that's good. That's good. All right, so we left the attic, and now we're in the children's room here, and this is the room that you've all seen on Ghost Adventures, and I believe on Ghost Lab as well, where the closet door keeps opening and closing, and I'm going to just make the sound so you guys can hear that, hopefully. We're gonna leave the closet door open, and all right. Do you want to open it up to the phone line?
Yeah.
All right, Nina. Is there anybody left on the phone line?
Yes, we have a caller from area code 908. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, Anthony and Lucy.
Hi, who's this?
This is Cindy.
Hey,
Cindy.
how are you?
Hi. Good. We are all here listening to your radio broadcast, and we are having an absolute ball.
Great. Well, you know, Cindy, where is here? You never got a chance to tell us where here is. Where are you guys hanging out?
I am in Saltsburg, New Jersey. I'm about 65 miles from you, Anthony.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about 65 miles from you.
Where are you guys sitting right now? Is it in a room or are you guys at the park?
We're at the park, yes.
So
wait.
Hey, everybody listening there with Cindy. We love you, and thanks for getting together and listening to us every week. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, and you're quite welcome. I love listening to you guys, and everybody here is having an absolute ball. We are cooking out, and we are drinking all of our cans, and blah, blah, blah. But, yes, we are having a great time, and we were kind of hoping we would get through tonight because we didn't get through last week, so. But, yes, as a matter of fact, before you guys went off the air, I did happen to catch a growl.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yes, I did happen to hear a growl before you guys went off. I'm so glad that I was able to get on with you guys. Yes, there was a growl in there.
All right, so Cindy, this is going to be your opportunity all the way from New Jersey. Your voice is actually being heard inside the children's room right now.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys that are all listening with Cindy right now, I'm going to give you the opportunity. We've been in the parents' bedroom. I was just in the attic. We're in the children's room right now where the closet opens and closes, and before that we were downstairs. I'm going to give you the opportunity. You tell me where you want me to put the phone, and I'm going to let you guys ask a question and try to provoke or get some responses. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Where do you want me to go?
To the closet door, please.
In the closet door?
Go to the closet door, yes.
Okay. I'm standing, and just so you know, I don't know if it was ever seen on television, but there's an air vent that is maybe a foot away from the door, and this air vent leads straight down into the parlor, the living room.
It's a grate.
It's a grate. So I'm actually standing on that right now, and I'm actually touching the closet door right now. So you are in between. You're in between the closet door and the actual bedroom itself. So I'm going to give the airwaves to you, and you can say whatever you want to say, Cindy.
Okay, thank you, Anthony. Whoever it was that killed this family, it was a very poor excuse of destroying human life. Why, and I've always wanted to ask this question, why would you murder 6 to 8 children? Why? Okay? I want to put this in such a way that it really ticks him off so he will talk, okay? It was such a scummy thing that you did, okay? Come through on an EVP and tell me why, please. If you forget anything out of that.
All right, did you hear that? Cindy wants to know why you murdered this family. Why did you murder 6 children and 2 adults in this house?
Why'd you do it?
There was absolutely no reason to murder this family. They were a good Christian family. There was no reason to murder them.
Do you hear that?
Ooh.
What?
What did I just get? I just picked up something before you said something, Anthony.
What did you pick up, a voice?
It sounded like a voice. It sounded like it said no or go.
Okay. Well, you know what, the good thing about this, too, is after we end the show tonight, you can go back on archive and listen to it again, and you're going to be able to hear and get to the point of actually where you were talking and where I was talking, and you can probably pick it up and try and see if you can make it out. It's almost like having your own digital recorder, but it's online.
Yes, that's what I'm so glad that we were able to pick this up tonight. But it sounded like either no or go.
Nobody's going anywhere. We're here for the night. So tell us, let's do it.
Cindy, did you want to ask the children something?
Yes, I really would, but I'm afraid I'm going to start crying. I know that it's rough for children, that do not pass on. I'm just hoping that there's something with all the trigger objects that you brought tonight, that maybe something will, give them some kind of peace, take them along. I'm just wishing that there was something that we could all do to help these children move along, because when it's a child, it's so heartbreaking, okay? And I'm just wondering if they're finding, I know that this is going to be a dumb question, but if there's any kind of peace to them where they're at.
Yeah, we're going to try and talk to them tonight, and one of the things that we love to do is try and find out answers, but also we do say a prayer, we do talk to them, we get down to the level, especially with children, and we try and ask them to see if they can try and move on. One of the things that we've learned, Lucy and I have learned when we investigate, is you have to try and convince them to understand where they're at. A lot of times they don't know where they're at, and so
exactly.
Going to that next destination or that next realm is very difficult for them since they don't know where they're starting at. So we try and do that, and we try and help, so we're going to try and help them do that tonight. We're definitely going to talk to them specifically in that area. So was there anything else that you wanted to ask, Cindy?
No, that just to let you know that before we all started tonight, we did happen to bring flowers, which we have sitting up here on the cabana. And we also said a prayer for the family before the show started tonight. So we just wanted to pass that along. Like I said, I don't want to hold you up too long. There's probably other callers waiting to call in. So, but I do thank you for taking my phone call, and I wish you guys the best of luck tonight. I really do.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you to everybody out there. Are you standing there with them, Cindy, with your whole group?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm standing across the street.
Oh. All right. I was hoping maybe I can get them to sort of yell or something so we can hear them over the airwaves.
But I'm in the ice cream parlor at the moment.
Well, anyway, don't worry about it. I just want to thank everybody that's there. We really do appreciate it. We love you, and it's unbelievable to us that you guys are getting together on, the Friday nights and now Sunday night to listen to our show.
As a matter of fact, there's 157 of us tonight, so.
Oh, my God. That is amazing.
157 of us, so.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. And for everybody there in New Jersey, thank you all for listening to us. And hopefully you guys will be able to listen to us next Friday when we share some of the evidence that we had. So hopefully it'll be really good.
Absolutely. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Be safe. Be careful, please.
We will, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You take care now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's cool. 157 people.
157 people.
And just to give you a heads up, the EMF has been at 0 all this while, and the temperature actually went up 1 degree. The biggest spike we got was at the top of the stairs, and it was at 2.4. Nothing.
Okay. I get a feeling that he's hiding. And, one of the things that I want to talk about, do you want to talk about what we both experienced earlier today?
Where?
You downstairs in the basement?
Oh, in the cellar, yeah. We went downstairs to the cellar, and part of what we had learned from our research and from Johnny is that Villisca actually means, it's from the Native American, I believe it's fox or...
Sequoia fox.
Sequoia fox tribe. It means, it's Villisca, and it means evil.
Evil ground.
Evil ground. So I had wanted to go in the base. I wanted to go in the cellar. We had wanted to go in the cellar as much as possible. So we went down there, and, it's musty, but it's on dirt. You're actually standing on the dirt. So what popped into my head was that if this is where, the story goes is that the Native American tribes would bring the crazy, I don't want to say crazy, the people that were not quite right and bury them there. But they would bury them face down so that they would not be able to move on. So I wanted to do. And I think everybody realizes that I'm half Cherokee. So a lot of the places that we go, Native American connections.
Wait. I just heard a squeak. You didn't hear it?
I heard it.
It was a long squeak.
Yeah.
But it was not in the room here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking in the attic to see where this thing came from. I probably won't know. We've been hearing, just so you guys know also too, we've been hearing a lot of shuffling around. Especially scratching. We heard scratching somewhere in the kitchen downstairs. And then we right before we went on air, we actually heard what sounded almost like luggage being drug across the floor up here on the second floor and then dropped down. And it's just the two of us. It's just Lucy and I. There was nobody else in this house. And this town is very, very quiet. There's nobody around here. And now I just heard a long squeak.
Okay, an EMF went up to 0.1. Who's here? It's okay. Come on up. Paul, are you here? Sweetheart, it's okay. No one's here to hurt you. It's like someone's trying to, they're hiding, but they're coming, they're peeking out.
Johnny Hauser actually told us that he tried to stir up the house yesterday, and he tried to do it again this morning before we got here, so that hopefully it can, get the energy flowing and that we would be able to do it. But, we've gone to so many places, and it never happens right off the bat. I'd say maybe, I can count on two fingers how many locations actually would start off right off the bat. Most of the time, they like to watch you. They want to see who you are, figure you out, and then
what you're all about.
And also, too, what are your fears? Because they like to play off of that if they are evil spirits. And so they've been probably trying to check us out all this while, and we've been hearing these little spurts here and there that are coming out. So that means that they want to play, which is good. So, Lucy, do you want to just finish your story?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we went down in the cellar, and I figured, okay, I'm on the ground. I'm actually touching the dirt. So there's a chair down there. I sat down, and Anthony's standing on one side, and he's filming. And to my left, there is like a short brick wall. And there's no water dripping. There's nothing. It's dirt. There's bricks. We kept hearing a tapping, like either a tapping or almost a sound like water dripping. So I sat down, closed my eyes, and just kind of opened myself up to see what's there. And I was overcome. Well, no, actually what I did was I said hello in Cherokee. And I said it a couple times, and I said it very loudly. And I also mentioned to them that I was, Native American. I was Cherokee. And while I'm sitting there, this sense of sadness came over me. And there, to me, there is an entity down there, but unfortunately, they don't remember who they are. I don't know if it's because of what condition they were in when they passed on, or maybe because they were buried that way, but they don't remember who they are. And I started crying. I mean, it was sad. It was very, very sad to me. It did take me a couple minutes to compose myself, but so far that's my connection down in the basement. And part of my theory is a lot of times people that have gone down to the cellar, they say that they get pushed out, and it could be because these poor beings don't know who they are and they don't know where they are. So that remains to be seen. I want to hear the report.
There's weird snow coming up right now. I'm getting like an old, musty smell.
I've been smelling that off and on.
No, just all of a sudden. I don't know if you hear this, but the train that's outside is passing through right now. But I'm getting like a weird musty smell that just walks right through between you and I.
Okay, who's here? Hear that?
They're behind you.
Who's here?
The train that's passing by right now. Hear it.
No, there was something.
No, I know. There was a tap behind you. Lucy's sitting down on the bed in the children's bedroom here, and I'm standing in front of her.
Okay, you like to acknowledge when I'm talking. Who are you and what do you want? I'm invading your space, so tell me to get out.
Come on, we're here to talk. All we want to do is talk, communicate with you. Can you say your name? If you're in this room right now, can you just say your name? Say it as loud as you can.
Mrs. Moore, Mr. Moore? Are you here? You mean you no disrespect?
Nina, is there anybody on the line?
Yes, we do have a caller on hold.
Okay, let's put him through.
Okay, this caller's from 908 area code. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Nope, looks like we lost him.
Okay. Is there anybody else?
Nope, not right now.
No, nobody right now?
Not right now, no.
Okay. All right, so we're going to continue just trying to do our own little investigation. Maybe you guys are listening, you can hear.
Whoa. Point 3.
Point 3.
In the corner. Where the tap came from?
Point 2, went down to point 0. All right.
Who's there? Hello? It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down on the floor. If there are kids in here, I like to actually try and be on their level so that they're not frightened by someone taller than them. Yeah.
Down here so you forget.
Okay. Wait. Shh. I kept hearing something underneath the crib.
Put the camera on it. I'm filming as we're
Okay, Catherine, Herman, Paul, and Arthur Boyd, if you're here in this room, we'd love to talk to you. There's a little ball that's maybe right by the doorway by the crib. If you can play with us, could you just move that ball towards us? Do you want to play with us?
You know, if you want us to go, you can say so. We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you.
If you want to close the closet door, you can go ahead and close it. We'll just sit here and watch.
Are you okay?
one of the weird things that happened to me when I got here, so that was Lucy's story down in the basement, but one of the weird things that happened to me when I got here was as soon as I got into the house, into the area, there's also a barn in the back of the house, and that's where it's sort of like our little kitchen. That's where we're able to just sort of relax and sit and grab a bottle of water or something. But when I got into the house, immediately I started to have a huge headache. And Lucy, thank goodness, had a leave with her. I just heard a tap back there. Is it in the back of me or back by in that corner?
No, it's the back.
So I had a huge pressure headache, and I took the leave. The headache part went away, but I still have, and I still have it till this minute right now, pressure in the back of my head. It's very weird. I've actually never had that. I usually have migraines. I'm big on getting a lot of migraine headaches, but this is in the back of my neck and up to the back of my head. So I don't know if that's anything, if that's any relation to the murders that happened here, but and I'm not a sensitive. I don't think I am.
I think you are.
So you make noise every time that we talk. Is it because you don't want to hear us? Or do you want the attention? I really want to know why you're still here. Do you not want to move on? Is whatever the evil spirit or entity that's here, is he the one that's keeping you here? Is that why you can't leave?
Oh, is there a bad man here? Is he in the house with you?
Can you get away from him? Is there a way that you can hide from him? All right. Let's move into the parents' bedroom. Yeah. Sorry. That was my lighter. My flashlight, not my lighter. I can't see anything in this house, so. Okay. Right now we're in the parents' bedroom, and I'm standing at the top of the stairs where supposedly the murderer stood in sort of praise of his work and just let the axe sit on the floor. And when the victims and the bodies were discovered in the morning, they noticed that there was a huge pool of blood right here. And so they figured that this is where he stood as he sort of basked in his glory of what he had done.
From point 7 to point 5, point 3, point 2. The minute I got on the bed. With a 2.
The one for the 2. Yeah, that's right. We just had a 2 right at this spot, and now there's nothing. All right. I'm standing in front of the camera. Sorry. Okay. So, Josiah and Sarah, are you here? Me walking, creaking. Is there anybody here? I'm standing in front of the little hallway area, and the door to the attic is opened. And if you guys, again, if you remember the Ghost Adventures episode, this is the one where when they were inside the barn trying to decipher an EVP, the door slammed shut while nobody was in the house. So I'm standing in front of it, and I'm asking whoever's here to make a noise, slam a door. Come on, I want to hear something big. You make noises and you do things. I want to hear it now.
You do it every time we talk. Why is that? Do you want us to shut up? Then say so. I'm not going to shut up until you tell me to. I can talk all night.
We're going to be here for another, 8 hours, 9 hours? We're not leaving.
Do you have a sense of time? You know how long that is?
One of the things that Johnny Hauser had said to us was try and push. Try and push and try and provoke. The only way that sometimes, most of the time in this house, is what you'll get. I guess you just have to agitate it. It could be that bastard of a murderer is in here, and he could be holding everybody back. And so until we piss him off and sort of let loose of whatever he's holding or whoever he's holding in here, nothing is going to happen. So if you think you're so tough, walk around with an axe, come into this house, hide in an attic, and kill a church-loving family, then do something. You don't like us? You don't want us here? Move us. Push us out. Tell us you don't want us here. You don't want us here? Unlock the kitchen door and open it. I'll get the hint. I'll leave.
Show us the way out. Come on. Show us the front door.
All right, come on. I'm standing in front of the attic. And by the way, did you notice this?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Amityville Horror?
Yeah.
Did you look inside the attic, and it's got those same windows? It looks really cool.
Yeah, go back in there.
All right, let's go back in the attic. Nina, is there any other callers on the line?
Nope, no callers yet.
How is the chat? Is anybody saying anything in there?
There's very little chat, some, but very little.
Everybody's probably listening. If you guys hear anything, don't be afraid just to share it in the chat. Okay, we're inside the attic again. No lights. We're in pure darkness right now. So if we don't make it out of here, you heard it live. I know I'm funny. All right, come on.
Sweet. It was the floorboard.
That's what it was. That's exactly it.
That's the floorboard.
Hold on a second. Let me see if you guys can listen to this. Let me try it again. If you guys can hear that squeak, that's the same squeak that we heard when we were in the children's room. And right now I've just done that in the attic. So this asshole, that's it. That's the squeak.
That's the squeak. Okay, so you moved the floor. You're walking around. I don't believe you're here. Do it again. We're standing right here.
Is this where you hid? Like a coward smoking your cigarettes, waiting for this family to fall asleep? You couldn't even do it so that they were awake, that they could defend themselves? You're a coward. You're a wimp.
You have no power over me. You have no power at all. You are nothing. But all that is good in God's world, you have nothing. You are nothing.
Are you getting anything on camera?
Every once in a while I get like little bitty things white, but I'm not sure if it's dust.
It's probably dust.
Yeah.
This place is dusty. You know me and orbs. I don't like to count orbs or anything like that.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
99% is just dust, rain, or bugs, like dew, like that misty dew. All right, come on. We're in your territory here. You seem to own this house, what a lot of people say.
This is not your house. This belongs to the Moors. It's not your house.
Reverend Kelly, is that your name? Are you the one that killed this family? Even though you confessed to it and then later recanted it. And God knows I don't know why the police didn't arrest you. If it was you, you got away with it.
Now's your chance. Why did you do this?
The base reading, I got zeros, and the highest was 1 point something. I think it's 1.5 when I did it towards the air conditioning area. There's nothing at all. And now it's 74.3. I'm amazed that we found that squeak still. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
These floorboards are very weak. They're actually bowing in the middle of this attic.
I'm just getting really warm right now.
Yeah, I'm getting very hot.
Is that you?
But I'm 74.2.
But it didn't feel warm like this. It feels warm.
It's actually going down, 74.8.
Okay, we seem to have lost Anthony and Lucy again. I'm going to try and see if we can get them back on the line. Hold on, guys.
Like a really weird warm smell. Oh. Wait, just as I got to the foot of the bed. I mean, the stairs.
Oh.
So I heard like a tap. Are we on the air right now?
Yes, you all are back on the air. We also have a caller in queue as well.
Okay, let's take a caller.
Okay, this is from area code 515. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi. I was wondering if you were going to try to interact with the killer. Hi.
Yeah,
we've been trying.
Yeah, we've been trying to provoke him. We've been trying to see the names of the suspects because we still don't know who exactly it was, so we're just trying to chant the names and see if we get anything stirred up. Was there something specific that you thought maybe we should do?
Well, I know when I was there, I was in the attic by myself, and I was kind of getting nasty, and I was using the ovilus and just asking questions. I was really kind of getting nasty with him, and basically getting nasty and telling him how horrible he was for killing these babies, and being a mom that I am, I was just letting him have it, and basically I asked outright if this is a contract killing, and the ovilus came out with yes, contract, and I do have that on tape. So I thought that was rather interesting, but I just let loose with all the pain and anger that I had if it was my own kid, and I just let all that emotion out, and that's what I did. So I'm thinking maybe emotion is what might do it, because that's what worked for me.
In the basement already, I was in tears. The sense of sadness was overwhelming for me.
I just know anger worked for me because I lost a daughter, and the anger part, the reaching into the anger part was, I think, where it got me, was getting into the anger part. The first 5 stages of grief and getting into the anger part is where it worked for me. So I don't know. I mean, it was a thought there. That's why I kind of wondered if maybe the anger part might get it going. I don't know. It was an idea anyway. So
did you have some sort of I don't know if the right word is epiphany or something that sort of sparked something in you when you were here at the house? Maybe it helped you with your loss or with the actual case of the Villisca murder. Was there anything that sort of, besides what you had just mentioned, the ovilus, I'm seeing stuff, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm seeing stuff on the DVR camera right now. There's a whole bunch, as if like, when you walk by and you kick up dust, it's huge. It was just in both areas. It was first in the children's room and then in the DVR camera that I have in the parents' bedroom, and now it's just pretty much stopped.
You walking around up there?
But and you've been here, the windows are closed. We have nothing is open at all. So it's kind of weird to see all those dust things. And you know me, I orbs and stuff, I don't believe in that. I don't like to do. But I'm sorry, getting back to, was there anything big that sort of struck you when you were here that maybe you were able to take home with you and help you in your grieving?
Actually, I had really worked through my grieving. My daughter died in '98, so I had really been able to work through it, pretty well, and I've come to peace with it very well because I really have had an experience with my daughter that I do believe in afterlife. Of course, I have a paranormal team, so I deal with, the afterlife quite often, so I've really worked through it well, but, the anger at losing a child is, reaching into that emotion and getting angry, I think, is just kind of where it was at, just the thought of, seeing all that bloodshed. I mean, it's no different than this weekend when I was, looking at a mass, burial graves of 50 people this weekend. I mean, how can you not cry and, be upset and have that emotion, that raw emotion? It's going to stir up something,
Right.
it's going to be like that. And that's why when I imagined all the blood and everything, and we had looked at the dope report and all that paperwork that comes with it that you can get a hold of, and just imagining back to that, that's what we did, and that's where I, kind of reached into that, and that's where I got the anger from, is imagining all that, and the autopsy, and, and all that, and, one of the, they thought that the one child had, saw the killer, and, I mean, that image alone just, pissed me off, for lack of a better term. I mean, how could that not piss you off that that's the image a child's going to see?
Right. And I think that's why, I don't know if you were listening earlier before, but that's why I got heated a little bit at this, this selfish, ugly, whatever it is, and whoever it was that did this. I just think anything like that towards children is horrendous, and they should be stripped and tortured, in my eyes. Not killed right off, but tortured for killing a child.
Absolutely.
It just breaks my heart. And, from what I've heard in the stories just from here, for this case in Villisca, there's been many reports of, I think it was F.F. Jones, who was a senator, I believe, and the report was, and as you were just saying earlier, that there was a contract or a possible contract. Well, this story was about F.F. Jones having Josiah, the father, killed because he supposedly had an affair with his daughter-in-law. And so if that was the case, and, then why kill the whole family? Then just kill him if that was. I mean, not that I'm saying that that's right or that's the better way to do it, but why the whole family if that was the case? So and that story I'm sort of hard to believe. I think this person had to have been psychotic. There had to be something wrong with this person to be able to, number one, kill a child, but two, to do it the way that they did it, with an axe. For most of them, it was the blunt end of that axe, not the sharp end. And, the Stillinger girls had that sharp end. I mean, it was just really gruesome. You have to be sick in the head to do that to somebody, let alone a child. So I believe that it was somebody insane or gone insane and psycho. And it's not somebody that was in their right frame of mind. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm just cooped up and I don't know much about the world.
No, I agree. I agree. And if that's the case with the affair and everything, I was just talking to one of another investigator from another team. The rumor and everything else is that she was pregnant and everything. I can't find anything about her giving birth either. Where's that record? I haven't found that. Has anybody else found that record of her giving birth?
Right. No, I haven't seen it. The only thing that I noticed, which was actually news to me until we talked to Johnny, was that the Stillinger family, the same week that the girls, Lena and Ina, were killed here in this house, their mother, actually within that same week, gave birth to a stillborn baby, and the baby died. That's the only, baby news or baby story that I know of that's revolved around this case.
Mhm. I think I had heard that, but I think what Vicki and I were talking about was the woman that had the affair. She supposedly was pregnant, and then, pregnant, give birth. Where is that baby? The birth record on that, or a death record of that? She's real big into the genealogy, she's into all that, and we can't find a record of that or a death certificate or anything like that to support that. And she's really into all that, and I don't think she can find it. And I certainly have not put in near the effort that she did. And I'm sure she put in more of an effort than I have, because she's really the hound on that. She's a real detective hound on that. And I just, finding that record would be interesting to find to support that, because it's another theory out there. It's just another theory.
Think about the time and think about the error. It's
Yeah.
a painful thing.
Yep.
You know, we're going to move on, but thank you so much for calling. Thank you very, very much.
Have fun tonight. Have fun tonight.
Oh, no, thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Nina, you still there?
I'm still here.
Is there any other callers on the line?
Not right now.
Okay, I'm just going to let everybody know because we're working off of cell phones right now in an area where we're not getting great service, and I'm not sure that's the reason why our phone call is being dropped all the time, or maybe the spirit's here, who knows. So we're going to be on the air for maybe another 10 more minutes. So I just want to make sure to give everybody the opportunity if they want to call in and ask the house a question. This is your one chance to do it without having to actually travel to Villisca, Iowa. So if you're out there listening right now live, if you're in the chat room there, if you're listening on your cell phones or your laptops or wherever, give us a call at 661-244-9831, and Nina will graciously put you on the air, and you'll be able to ask a question in the house. This is your opportunity to do it. We're going to be here for another, 8 hours. I think we're going to be here till about 5 or 6 in the morning. But so this is your opportunity. This is your time now. We've tried to stir up things and try to get things going so that hopefully you guys can hear it. But this is your opportunity. So give us a call and ask the house a question.
We're your eyes and ears here. So if you ask something, we can tell you what the reaction is. So, don't be afraid. Call.
All right. So in the meantime, just wanted to let everybody know we came down the stairs. We're now on the first floor. We're actually in the kitchen right now. And I'm going to actually go into, since we were talking about it, Lena and Ina's bedroom. This room is pitch black. Lucy, come in here. Just stand inside this room because you will lose your balance because it's so dark. Look how dark it is in here. Can you see anything? I've never been in a room this dark before. Was it?
Yeah, for me it was.
No, I actually remember in that place there was a little bit of light.
I was down there for a while.
Okay, Lena and Ina, are you here? Can you talk to us? Are you still hurting?
Hello? My highlight is that.
Okay, right then.
I highlighted it.
You didn't even use it.
I never used it. Camera's on, but the highlight is dead.
So you're not able to see me.
I can't see it right.
There. Okay, Lena, Ina, I'm going to sit on the bed here. Don't be afraid of me. My name is Anthony, and this is Lucy. We just want to come and talk. Can you tell us if you're still hurting? Do you know that you died?
Girls, are you okay? Let us know. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Just lots of our angels that can watch over you.
Can you tell us what you wanted to be when you grew up? The darkness can't justify, stability when you can't see.
Lena, Ina, talk to me.
Where do you like to stay in the house? Do you like to stay in this bedroom, or do you go somewhere else? Can you tell us who heard you?
You saw it, didn't you?
If you tell us, we will tell the right people.
Doesn't have to be a secret. He will never hurt you again. Never. Sweetheart, please tell me. Was it the Reverend? Did you see him at church? Or was he a stranger? Did you ever see him with Mr. Moore? Do you know what his name is?
Okay, girls, we're going to be here for a while tonight. And we want to make sure that whatever you want to say is being heard. So whenever you want to speak, don't be afraid. Just come up to us and talk. We'll be able to hear you, okay?
There's a little red light on my arm. If you come near the red light and you talk, we'll be able to hear it. So I'm wearing my recorder on my arm, so when we've been going from your room, it's been recording.
Yeah, we found that to be easy than holding it, so you don't have your fingers brushing up against the microphone part or on the plastic even. It actually gives you false positive. It's this cool little thing that you can buy, and it just straps around your arm and you leave it there, and that's it. I think we're going to move into kitchen area here. Just wanted to check the time, and my phone is, I have battery life, but I don't have any bars. All right, Nina, is there anybody else on the line?
No, we have no other calls. We do have some chat in the chat room that somebody's hearing like one word voice in between when you guys are speaking.
Okay. Did they say what they're hearing?
No, they said they couldn't make it out.
Okay. Well, good. Maybe we can listen back on archive and maybe catch it. And Lucy, you had your recorder on, right?
My recorder's still going. It's been going on.
Is it actually going? Because I know mine has been flipping out. Yeah, it's still working. Okay, good. All right. Well, I think maybe we should end the show.
Yeah, because I got to charge. I'm really freaked out. The IR light, which is fully charged, is completely dead.
Yeah, and my camera and my recorder's been acting weird. It's been shutting off. So we're going to regroup and then hit the house again probably in another 25 minutes or so. We're going to take a little break. But we're going to end the show tonight here. I want to thank everybody for calling in and for actually joining us in chat live, and to Cindy and her group there in New Jersey.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you.
We love you guys for listening, and thank you so much. So wish us luck. We are going to be here for another 6 hours or so. And
we still have a spirit box. We still have the PX device.
Yeah.
So we'll be trying that later.
Yes, we got all of our equipment, and we've got our toys and the handcuffs that we're going to use to stir up some trouble. So everything is going to be recorded. We will have audio, and next Friday, which is, what is next Friday? 24th, I believe.
Friday. 24th.
Lucy just counted on her fingers. So next Friday, August 24th, we'll do a little evidence show, and hopefully we've got some good stuff so that you guys can come back. And if you guys are listening tonight and you want to call in next week when we're talking about it, we'd love to hear what you heard, what you felt, if there are any sensitives out there that are listening, if you felt anything come over through, or again, if you heard any noises or voices.
Call us and tell us what you heard.
There's a couple of people that I wished would call in. I know Linda Barron's wanted to call in because she never really gets to do this. So I was hoping that Linda would be able to call, but maybe next time we do this. So I just want to thank you all again. And
thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And
Nina, thank you. Yeah. You are awesome.
Thank you so much, Nina, for doing this tonight. We really do appreciate it. Are you there?
Anytime, guys, anytime.
All right, so since I don't have controls, you know what to do. You can end the show, and we'll talk to you again, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.